So if you could all grab your seats, we're going to get started with our program here. If you don't like the table you're sitting at, I'm sorry. Drink some more wine. They'll get nicer, I promise. We are going to start off here in just a minute, as we normally do, with the Mother's Day Luncheon with one live auction item. I asked for more, but they gave me one because we have so many amazing raffle items in the back of the room. So make sure you get your raffle tickets. About halfway through the lunch, we're going to draw that and close the raffle, but they're still open, so make sure you get them. So Wayne, can I get a clink of the glass, buddy? Can you just clink the glass? Just take the old, there we go. All right. That's official. That is official. We have now clinked the glass. We are kicking off our Mother's Day Luncheon. Again, my name is Andrew Firestone. I'm your MC for the afternoon. Oh, yes. The honored mother, Sharol, is clapping for me. Thank you. We are here today to honor Sharol Siemens, to remember. You brought your own fan club right there. We're also here to remember a very special group of mothers that were taken from us too soon last year in the debris flow. We're here to support Visiting Nurse and Hospice Care and all the amazing work that they do. The way we're going to do that is we're going to start off with a live auction of one item, just one item. The way the live auction works is we're going to start low, we're going to go high. The higher the bid goes, the more money we raise for Visiting Nurse and Hospice, and you get to go on an amazing vacation to Zihuatanejo. I learned to say that this week, Zihuatanejo. You get to go to a one-bedroom lagoon suite for 3 nights for 2 people. I've been told this is the Siemens family favorite getaway. And I've been told also, if the bidding goes high enough, Wayne won't be there. Or maybe if it goes high enough, you will make an appearance. But anyway, this is 3 nights, 2 people in a one-bedroom lagoon suite in Zihuatanejo. White, beautiful beaches, water sports. Look at this amazing place to hang out. It even says it has a state-of-the-art rain shower. I don't know what state that is, but it's amazing. Housekeeping twice a day, so make a mess if you want. Send, if you haven't picked up a Mother's Day gift, send somebody special down to Zihuatanejo. Are we ready to start the bidding off right now? Start low, go high? Okay. Start low, go high? Woo! All right. Let's start the bidding off right now. And if we bring the house lights up a little bit just so I can see who I'm going to be yelling at here. Let's start the bidding off at $500 for, there we are at $500. Oh, I know you. Hi, buddy. Yeah, go Sharol. $500 right there. $750 would be $1,000. $750, $1,000 right here, young man. I don't know who you're taking. $1,000 right here would be $1,250. $1,000 right here would be $1,250. $1,000. Somebody outbid this young man. $1,250. Okay, one more rule about the live auction. If you're not raising your paddle, you have 2 hands to clap for the people that are. $1,250 right there. Thank you so much. Back to $1,500. $1,500 right. Oh, $1,500. I don't know if you were calling for more wine, but you just got a live. Oh no, that might have been wine. Was it wine? Or did you mean to bid? Oh, $1,500. Okay, good. $1,500 right here. Looking for $1,750. $1,500. $1,750. Thank you so much. Back for $2,000. $1,750. $2,000. 3 nights. 2 housekeeping visits. $1,750. Anybody else for $2,000? $1,750. Anybody else for $2,000? Otherwise, we're going to go once at $1,750 unless I have somebody else. Going to go, oh, we do for $2,000 right here. She's negotiating with Wayne whether or not he's going to go as well. $2,000 right there. Anybody else for $2,250? $2,000 right here. $2,250 takes it. $2,000 right here takes $2,250. She's back in. And I love the fascinator. You look beautiful. $22.50 you have it, $2,500 if you want it. Can she please have some more wine? I think that might help. $22.50 has it, $25 can take it, $22.50 right there, otherwise going to go once, $22.50 back there, $25 if she wants it. Maybe she'll take you. $22.50 going to go once, $22.50 going to go twice, and we are sold to the lovely lady in the fascinator in the back there. All right. That's how we're going to get things started. Again, thank you so much for being here for the Mother's Day Luncheon. My name is Andrew Firestone, like I said, and I have been lucky enough to MC this event for a couple of years. My mother was also honored a couple of years back, Kate Firestone. I know there's a lot of honored mothers that are here with us also tonight. Today's going to be a little bit different. Usually we have this amazing fashion show, all these beautiful people strutting up and down the catwalk. Today's theme is a little different. This is about music and moms. And we have some very, very special performances dedicated to all the mothers out there. We're also going to be talking a little bit about some of the programs that we have at Visiting Nurse Hospice, including music therapy. But I thought this was so appropriate, and I'll tell you why. As a father, I watched my wife connect with our children at a very young age, and at first it was through music. It was singing lullabies. It was the sound of her voice, singing, humming, and that connection between mother and child is so incredibly valuable. And I think we all know how incredibly valuable music can be in terms of therapy, in reaching out, touching somebody going through pain, going through strife. So today, of course, is an incredible reason to have music and moms as our theme. So today you have a musical journey ahead of you. And to start off, we have a real treat. It is the All-In Youth Choir, made up of both Santa Barbara and San Marcos High School students, directed by Stacy Anthus, and accompanied by Frankie Fairweather Harman in dance. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the All-In Youth Choir.
Be your bridge or troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge or troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes.
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, my lord, evening falls so hard,
so hard.
I will comfort
Comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes, when darkness comes, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. I'll be your bridge o'er troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge o'er troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl.
sail on, silver girl,
Sail on by.
on by.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. And if you ever need a friend, look around, I'm sailing right behind. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will ease your mind. I'll be your bridge o'er troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge o'er troubled water. I will lay me down, lay me down.
So that is the musical talent we have right here in our backyard, the All-In Youth Choir. Again, both Dons and Royals singing together. One more big round of applause for Frankie Fairweather Harman and the All-In Youth Choir. Frankie is an incredible dancer. You're going to be seeing her again soon in the next performance. And it is now my pleasure to introduce Spencer Vincent, local musician who wrote music following the tragedies of last year. Please help me welcome Spencer Vincent.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to give a quick little background to the song.
Yeah, so tell us before the dancers come up here.
Of
Tell
course.
us a little bit about it.
Last year I had broken my ankle. I was living up in Los Olivos with my family for a little bit. The fires were happening, so it all happened from afar, but I felt like I needed to help out a little bit. And as I was writing this song, I started with so every verse is like, the first one's about the fire, the second one's the flood, and the third is kind of where we're at now, looking forward in the rebuilding process and, the grieving, but the knowing that everyone that we've lost, their love is still here and still moving forward and on. So this whole song is basically a large metaphor of like painting a a picture, if you will. You'll notice there's a lot of wordplay with colors and whatnot. And my friend Chloe, she choreographed a number to the song, surprised me last year with the Santa Barbara Dance Arts, and now this is the first time we're kind of doing it together, and really excited to help out.
All right, so we are now ready for the world premiere. This is Spencer Vincent, and accompanied by Santa Barbara Dance Arts. Take it away.
All right, this is Of Fires and Floods. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been painting rainbows over monochrome skies, just waiting for rain while the colors come to life. Oh, the beauty of a technicolor tree, yeah, it's how it should be. Oh, through the fires from afar, I can see those embers glow. Now the ash from those trees falls like snow. So send love to the people whose houses are gone. Those nights were bright before the dawn. And now the hills are all painted black, and how the air burns from old photographs. And when the sun shines, it's red in the sky. It's hard to look forward 'cause it's stinging my eyes. And when the wind blows, it's furious and fast. And when the fire moved, it was vicious and vast. And heroes in yellow clothes. And all we can say is, thank you, thank you. Then the rain came too hard and it poured all night. From the fire came the flood, from the flood came fright of another disaster ahead. Rushing down the mountains and they were all sleeping. Now our canvases are covered with dirt all around. What once was black is now all brown. So send love to the families and help them be strong. That day stayed dark after the dawn. Now tears fall a somber shade of blue. You wanna eat it up, but it's hard to chew. And the streets vanished under our feet. And those lost now dancing fields with reeds. And we'll stand tried and true. And sometimes we won't know what to do. And heroes with hearts of gold, reaching out a hand to hold. Thank you, thank you. With green on the mountains of my mind, my brush flows like a leaf down the stream, and time is on our side. Out comes the silver lines, 'cause the love you create, you can give, you can take. Oh, through the forest from afar, I can see those seedlings grow. Now the waves on the beach ebb and flow. We'll get more colors for pictures to be drawn. The night is dark, but it's a beautiful dawn. Now the grass is reaching up to the sky, and old homes have new designs. And it's clear, oh, the wild blue yonder. Through that gloom we grew fonder. And the love you gave is not gone, and the light you shed carries on. And heroes brave and bold to make it a safer world. Thank you, thank you.
I always have to follow that incredible talent. And it's funny how sometimes music and lyrics can say the words that are hard to say otherwise. And so thank you guys so much to Spencer and Santa Barbara Dance Arts for putting that together for us today. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the people that make today possible, make the programs possible for Visiting Nurse and Hospice. And I'd like to thank our lead sponsors, Christine and Reese Duca, Anna and David Grotenhouse, and Sharol and Wayne Siemens. Thank you so much. And there are also countless numbers of other sponsors and contributors and people that make today and every day happen for Visiting Nurse. Please look in your programs and thanks those organizations, those individuals that are giving with their time and their treasure and their talent. Thank you all for everybody that makes it possible for the work that goes on. And especially, thank you to the Visiting Nurse and Hospice Care Board of Directors. Please raise your hand. Let us thank you for all of your service. Thank you. And I also want to send a personal thank you to Sharol Siemens, our honored mother today with all her family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an amazing mother. And they will be recognized as well later on, but I also just want to name all the remembered mothers. Faviola Benitez Calderon, Josie Gower, Alice Mitchell, Marilyn Ramos Benitez, and Rebecca Riskin. Now, Sharol has been briefed on this, but she is joining an incredible sorority of remembered mothers, amazing women here in our backyard. And I know we have some of them here today. If you could stand or wave your hand if you're here with us today, an honored mother from previous years. There we go, in the back there. Thank you so much. Irma's right there. Thank you, Irma. Hi. Thank you all so much for being here again and supporting Visiting Nurse. A big event that's gained in popularity and also makes tonight possible is the Men's Night. And I want to say a big thank you to the Hearst family for hosting the Men's Night at their beautiful home. Thank you to the Hearst family. I know you're here somewhere. I got lights in my eyes, but a big thank you to the Hearst family. I also want to recognize all the caregivers that are here today with us. Could you please stand or raise your hand or something if you're not eating? Thank you for your amazing contribution, your compassion, your love. Thank you to our caregivers. They are the soldiers. They are in the front lines. Thank you to all the work that you do. And since we're talking a lot about the music and how that impacts and is part of Visiting Nurse and Hospice therapy, I want to make sure you recognize and ask Stefana Dadas and Jean Martin to stand up. Jean Martin to stand up. And where are you guys? They're part of our music therapy. Oh, there you are, in the side in there. Stefana is our board-certified music therapist, and Jeannie is our certified therapeutic harpist. Thank you, guys. And if you don't know, over 1,200 music therapy visits every year between these two amazing women that are taking their talent and their music, taking it to families and patients that are going through incredible times. So another big round of applause. Thank you so much. Now it's time for me to turn over the microphone to the director of Serenity House. Please help me welcome Marcel Cole. Help you up the stairs here.
Hello, and thank you for being here today. Um, I'm Marcel Cole. I am the director for Serenity House, our beautiful inpatient hospice facility on the Mesa. And I'm here today to share a short story about how your generosity and the desire that you have to help and support visiting nurse and hospice care really makes a difference in the community, in our community, and everyone who lives here in Santa Barbara, especially at Serenity House. Recently, we had a patient who became homeless, houseless, per se, and ended up at Serenity House at some point. The houseless factor were multiple, and this patient, including the multiple disease processes that he had happening for him. This recognizable individual was actually found unconscious after a fall and brought to Cottage Hospital for surgery. He had brain surgery. After undergoing treatment at Cottage, he had no place to go. He came to us. He came to Serenity House. This patient was estranged from his family. The family didn't know about his condition. And again, he was with us. Our team at Serenity House took upon themselves to actually search his son who lived in California. This young man agreed to come and reconnect with his father after 27 years. He spent some days at Serenity House with his father, being supported by our team, being supported physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually by our incredible staff at Serenity House. Those were days where he learned about his father, he learned about his life, and he was able to have closure during the dying process. Our team made the dying process for this man and his son be mostly dignified and sensitive. At the end, the son was very, very appreciative and thankful. He was thankful that this community was able to offer his dad a peaceful and comfortable death. And he was thankful for us at Serenity House be able to support him and his father during this process. Now, this story is just one of many that we at Serenity House encounter, and that shows that our staff goes above and beyond caring for our patients, that we care for them up to the end and make sure that everyone is living well right up until then. Now, we also recognize that some of these acts of caring would not be possible if we didn't have your generous financial support. I thank you.
So lunch is about to be served. Please enjoy. In front of you, there are care cards. If you are so moved and you would like to contribute or donate on behalf of one of Sharol, our honored mother, or any of our remembered mothers, or your own mother, or your dog, I don't care who it is. You can put it in honor of literally anybody. We would really, really appreciate it. As Marcel said, a lot of the programs that are made possible are only made possible because of your contributions. Thank you so much for being here, and please enjoy your lunch.
Good afternoon. So I want to get everyone's attention. If I wish I could whistle. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Linda Tanner, President and CEO of Visiting Nurse and Hospice Care. And on behalf of our staff, our volunteers and our board, I want to thank you for sharing this special day of music and moms with us. And before I move on in the program, I really want to honor our Mother's Day committee and our foundation staff. Could you stand up? Every year I'm just blown away with the great job they do, and this year, wow, it's just they just keep taking it to a new level. So thank you so very much. I know how much work and time and attention you do. Each year, our Mother's Day luncheon reminds me about the power of family and caring for each other. As a community family, we've lost 5 mothers who live on in the hearts and minds of their beloved families. And now they are sharing a gift of their memories to remember. Faviola, Marilyn, Josie, Alice, and Rebecca. Today, we honor these women who are mothers, grandmothers, sisters, wives, friends, teachers, leaders, volunteers, and caregivers. In the spirit of the song Rise Up, I would like to ask the family representatives of our remembered mothers to stand and remain standing to receive a special memento. Faviola Benitez Calderon, Marilyn Ramos Benitez, Josie Gower, Alice Mitchell, Rebecca Riskin. So the mementos are being given at each table with our staff there. Thank you.
We feel so much loss for these families, but know that they are remembered in our hearts, and with this community, we are with you, we stand behind you, and we remember your loved ones. It's now my pleasure to introduce someone in our community who has become famous for her perseverance and her grit, her strength through the debris flow of last year. Lauren Cantin is here to sing a song on behalf of Visiting Nurse in Hospice in remembrance of our remembered mothers. She's here to sing a song by Andra called Rise Up. And of course, Lauren's story was made famous for what she went through that day during the debris flow. Please help me welcome Lauren Cantin.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, but you can't find the fighter. But I see it in you, so we gon' walk this out. And mountains, we gon' walk it out. And mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, and I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet. And mountains, bring it to its feet. And like the day I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, we'll rise like the day we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up and do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you.
Oh, I love you, baby. Oh my gosh. Please give it up for Lauren, her amazing gift one more time. Thank you so much.
So that was Andra Day. That was Lauren Cantin. Who would have known that Andra would have written this song that so spoke to our little community here in Montecito and Santa Barbara, and the incredible strength that Lauren had that day, and the fact that she continues to be strong and sing, and through music is able to express. And that's part of that Music for Moms, why we're here today. I do want to touch again on the music therapy program, offered free to all of our patients. And the foundation team, are we here in the house? The music therapy foundation team? Here somewhere? Let's clap for you. This is an amazing program, as we talked about earlier, that gets out and reaches out to families and to patients that are going through incredibly difficult times, customizes a program just for them. So again, therapy through music. And now, speaking of music, for our next act, it is my pleasure to introduce Fratelli, a men's chorus who create extraordinary musical experiences that inspire compassion, community pride, and activism. Please help me welcome Fratelli. got me so embarrassed there. Let's welcome Linda back up to the stage. There she is. Okay, there we are. Thank you to Fratelli, and Linda Tanner's back up here.
Whoa. That would have been something if I would have slipped. We would have had something to remember. Wow. The Fratelli Men's Chorus, your gift of music and song has most definitely raised each of us up to more than we can be. That was very heartwarming, both performances. And now, we're going to hear from the Siemens family about our honored mother, Sharol Siemens. Where is? There she is. Wayne and the Siemens family, come join me on stage. And as you do, I'm going to share a few words about Sharol. Sharol, clearly, you are a woman who loves and cares deeply for your family and community. And clearly, they appreciate you. In our program, there are inspirational tributes from your friends and family. When I read messages together as one, I can feel the unified admiration, respect, and love that they have for you, Sharol. Some of the accolades are: she is joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. She shares with people who are in need. She practices hospitality. A true leader, friend, and inspiration. A sweet lady full of love. A one-of-a-kind great gal. Thanks for a great life, Mom. We're so blessed. And now, Siemens family, the stage is yours. I'm out of your way.
Hi, everyone. I'm so fortunate to be Sharol's son. I'm Ryan, her oldest. And when I heard about Visiting Nurse and Hospice Care giving my mom this extraordinary honor, it got me thinking, while my mother is well known for being generous and compassionate, VNHC is a healthcare charity. And if there's any topic our family's been able to pretty much avoid talking about over the years, it's everyone's health. And so I'm pretty sure we still send Christmas cards to great aunts and uncles who have long since moved on to other addresses. So medical disclosure notwithstanding, my mother's virtues are many and profound. Without her time and dedication to so many worthy organizations, from Crane School to Westmont College, Montecito Community Foundation, and the Granada Theater, among many others, Santa Barbara wouldn't be as wonderful, charming, or generous. Growing up, a son of our mother was a loving and happy experience. My mom did everything, from cooking and cleaning to hiring au pairs to cook and clean, to starting a company or two with Joanne Rapp, to planning many awesome vacations, many of which are with the Whalens here. And whenever she had spare time, she took my brother and I skiing. And so, and our cousins right here. And on the rare occasions that I hear songs from Charlie Rich or Emmylou Harris or The Best of Bread, I think fondly back to those long trips to Mammoth. So, my mom is the undisputed heart of our family. As such, she organizes as many opportunities as possible to congregate with our family, friends, and our extended family. During these events, her favorite thing to do is to play games, preferably those named after things someone might say while trying to refrain from swearing. So included oh hell and nerds in particular. Our mom has no malice. She's never held a grudge as far as I know, and there's literally no one she can't make friends with. No one else is so caring, gracious, and just fun to be with as our mom. When the fabulous Lilan asked us to find suitable pictures for the slideshow, Jason and I came up with something like 110 of them in a half an hour. And we could have easily added 300 more. What's more impressive to me than her having fun in these pictures, which you can tell comes naturally, is that she's gotten the other people in the pictures to enjoy themselves as much as she's enjoying herself. So my mom's infectious good nature is one of her many special powers. In summary, our mom is sweet, smart, beautiful, and filled with faith and love. She remains a wonderful example of how to be a loving and effective parent. Congratulations on this wonderful honor, Mom. I love you.
Hello, I'm Jason Siemens, and I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms here and some of the moms over here as well. And I also wanted to acknowledge my wife's mom who recently passed away. So when I think of my mom, I think of everything that Ryan was talking about as well. I think of sports, and I think of all the time she spent taking us on vacations and just being a great mom. So I also remember she used to care about our manners and certain things like that. So we actually had an etiquette lesson one day at the house where a girl came and told us how to do things like set the table and things like that. So one of the things I wanted to tell you about her is that she always looks out for others before herself, and I kind of got that trait to a fault because, I mean, I will break an arm or a leg to make sure that so-and-so is comfortable, something like that. So, and also when we took these great vacations, my mom would actually unpack her clothes and put them in drawers at a hotel. And I thought that was so odd, just she's in for the long haul, you know? I was just like, wow. I mean, this is great. My clothes are all over the place, and she's tidying up things and doing stuff. And at the end of those vacations, Ryan, my dad, and I would be packing, and Mom wouldn't pack. And we're like, what's going on here? And then we would learn right before we were leaving that she was going to stay on a few extra days. Just by herself, you know, maybe Diane or someone would come join her or something like that, but it was always a little vacation after a vacation with them. So, and she was just always there and doing these things that I wouldn't expect or I came to just take for granted. She basically did my college applications and she paid the $500,000 it took to get into USC. So, and then the funniest thing is, I didn't have housing as a freshman. They just didn't do that for USC students at the time. And so you kind of had to navigate your way. So we went down and we got a hotel and we found an apartment and she dropped me off. And then 5 seconds after she left, at least 3 guys came up to me and said, "Your mom's hot." You know, like just, you know, I was like, all right, that's great, thank you, that's great. So, but I also wanted to mention her volunteer work and things such as the Corner Green and the Concours d'Elegance at Crane School and working with Sally Gilloth and others. You know, she just always had time for that, which was fun, and I got to see her a lot of that time, which is just great for being a kid. And so this whole thing with talking about my mom and thinking about her over the last little bit, I was like, God, what's the worst thing she's ever done? And I couldn't think of any, I mean, and it just happened recently. About a month ago, I called her, and we were on the phone, and she was like kind of being funny, and then she said, bye, and not even bye, she just hung up, and then she had to call me back later and said she was at lunch, and she felt rude for talking in the restaurant, you know, and I just was thinking, why even answer the phone? But that's her. I call and she answers the phone. So, you know, so I just feel blessed and I feel lucky every day, and if anybody lucked out, it's me and my family. So, love you.
I had a choice of following Jason or Julie, and we'll find out how wrong I was. Either way, I think I lose. If you think of the words energetic and organized, don't you sometimes run Sharol's name through there? I know I do, and my 90 seconds of remarks that are about to be heard are totally tongue-in-cheek, so please don't think because I'm talking askance possibly about my wife, that's not the case. We've been married, as everyone in this room knows, 50,000 years, 57 years, 56 years. And this year is the first time that she doesn't introduce me as her first husband. It took her a little while, but it makes me feel really good at this point. Sometimes a person has to get up out of bed in the middle of the night for whatever reasons. We do those kinds of things, and for many, many years now, I've gotten up, not every night, but most nights, and every time I return to bed, my bed's made up on my side. That, to me, is the epitome of organization. I was given the opportunity to sail to Hawaii with a friend on a 65-foot sailing craft. Sharol was very, very young. Ryan was 4, Jason was a year and a half. And I asked if I could go on the trip, and she said, wow, that sounds terrific. Just be careful. Yeah, you bet. So we had the most god-awful crossing in the history of the world. It was called the year that the wind didn't blow, and that's definitely true. So we fought our way across the Pacific, ended up in the middle of the night in Kailua Harbor in Maui, and all of us that could get our hands on tenders or a little any kind of craft attached to the boat, threw them overboard, and some of the smokers did. They walked on the water all the way to the island to the cigarette machine. But I went over and got there about 2 o'clock in the morning. There were no cell phones in those days. We didn't have good communications because our batteries had run out. So I ran to the nearest payphone, called the Maui Surf Hotel to tell her that I was alive and well. And I had this thought over the last 5 days, because we were 5 or 6 days late. I had this creepy feeling that she'd probably panicked a number of times, wondering whether I was still alive. So I got a hold of the receptionist at the Maui Surf, and I said, is Mrs. Siemens there? No. Is this Mr. Siemens? Yes. No, she checked out this morning. And I said, well, I just got here, and I'm anxious to see her and check in. Where is she? Well, she left a note with you saying, I'm going to the Kauai Surf. And knowing Sharol, that was strictly to keep on schedule. Even though the chances of my being dead were probably better than 50-50. So I show up at the Kauai Surf, and there is this 27-something beautiful Sharol lying on the beach. She had a drink in one hand and a popular book in the other hand, and was just having a great time. And I ran up to her, and she said, I look like Gilligan, whatever his name is on Gilligan's Island. But she was just as beautiful as anybody could be, and said, oh, hi, Wayne. It was like I deserved more than that. But in all fun, she's been incredible. Just don't do anything wrong, or she'll write it down in her book. But it's been a great ride, and thank you all for being here to to respect her and love you big. Thank you.
Hi, you might be a little bit confused as to why I'm up here because I'm not a Siemens, though I would like to be. My name is Julie Whalen Schutz, and when our mom, Patty Whalen, died, she was one of Sharol's best friends, and at that time, Wayne and Sharol inherited 3 more kids. We have my brother and sister, Janet and Terry, down here from the Bay Area, and I'm the lucky local one. And Sharol stepped in big time when my mom died, and she's been like a second mom to me. But more importantly than that, she's one of my best friends. So Sharol, I just think that you're the most loving, kind, accepting, and let's not forget, absolutely beautiful, inside and out, person that I know. Cheers, and I love you.
Wow. Thank you, Siemens family, for sharing your hearts, your memories, and your beloved Sharol with all of us today. So Sharol, come on up. So Sharol, on behalf of Visiting Nurse Hospice Care, I'd like to present you with the Caring Mothers Award for 2019. Yeah, there we go. I guess it goes like this. Okay, there you go. Anyway, that's for you.
Well, thank you.
We're so proud to get to honor you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
If you want to say a few words, absolutely.
Wow, they said I might like this, and I guess they were right. And by the way, all the rest of you friends don't ever have to be nice to me again. This is it. You've done it today. Thank you all for coming out. My gosh, looking around the room, it's pretty inspirational and humbling. It's very humbling. I was going to say that I wanted to extend my sympathies to the other families whose mothers are not here anymore, and to tell you I feel very bad for you. And of course, all the thanks have been already said to everybody, the Visiting Nurse Association, and the staff, and the volunteers. And I appreciate that so much. And I really appreciate those of you who sponsored today, who gave a lot of money, and who gave, more importantly, a lot of love and support. And for the host committee, you friends are great. You've done a great job. You worked so hard to make this financially successful and fun, too. Appreciate that. I've had a very wonderful and blessed life, and I've had a chance to get involved with causes that are dear to my heart and to the heart of the people in our community as well. And one of the things I just love to do is I love to work together with a group of friends for a common cause, a common goal. That is really fulfilling. And as I look around the room, I realize that I have worked and played with many, many of you here, and that's why it makes today so special for me. And so all I want to say is thanks for the memories.
So Cheryl, as our honored mother, please do us the honor of picking our raffle prize winners. So raffle number 1 is the Santa Barbara Lifestyle Basket, 16 bottles of wine, 12 gift certificates, a beauty basket, and a beautiful driftwood heart valued at $2,700. Let's see who the lucky winner is. Mix that up good.
This is a no-win for me because I'm the only one to be there.
9, 3, 4, 7, 1, 0, 2. Whoa! Oh, Pamela! Whoa! Pamela Dillman has, yeah. Okay, Pamela Dillman Haskell. Whoa. Awesome. Pamela is one of our board members, so she works so hard and she's responsible for a lot of the dance and choreography. Raffle prize number 2 is Hamilton House seats for 2 at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco, valued at $2,000. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. 550-2853. Woo! Get up here. Who is it? Stand up so we can see who got it. Stand up. I can't see. Carolyn Chandler. Yay! Awesome. Okay. Last but not least, the San Ysidro Ranch dinner for 4 with 4 bottles of wine valued at $2,000. 550-3821. Woo! Yay! So, tell me your name. Cheryl's nephew. Well, that's pretty cool. Maybe he'll take you to lunch. I mean, if you're lucky, since we honored you today. So thank you, Cheryl, and congratulations to all of our winners.
Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. I did have.
It is my pleasure to introduce to the stage the new Chordettes.
Thank you very much. I'm actually not a Chordette. I had the privilege of meeting Sharol in 1958 at Van Nuys High School, where she and others led me to the First Baptist Church of Van Nuys. She sang in a girls' trio called the Jubilaires Trio that won a city contest. She then sang in a group called the Vanettes at Van Nuys High School, a very special group. And so when she was in high school, she loved a song so much that everybody called her Lolly. The song was Lollipop by the Chordettes. Fortunately for her, it only lasted about a year, so they didn't call her that much longer. In 1984, I reformed the group, the Chordettes, and the very first person I could think of to put in to sing alto was Sharol. And she did that for 9 months, traveled all over the country, singing in casinos and various places. Very talented person. So I'm going to walk back to the sequencer and turn it on, and then the girls will be out. Thank you.
One fine day, you'll look at me. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, our love was shoo-doo-doo-doo. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your girl. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, the arms I long for, open wide, and you'll be proud to have me right by your side. One fine day, you're gonna want me for your girl.
This is the song that Sharol first sang in the Chordettes and how she got her name.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Call my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does a tricky rockin' dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. You got it. Sweeter than candy on a stick, huckleberry, cherry, or lime. If you had a choice, he would be your pick, but lollipop is mine. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Crazy way he thrills me, tell you why. Just like the lightning from the sky, he loves to kiss me till I can't see straight. Gee, my lollipop is great. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, a lollipop.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't even tell you what a joy it is for us to get to be up here and to sing some of these great songs that the Chordettes recorded back in the day. We're going to do one more Chordette song for you. This was a very big hit for them. I know you'll recognize it. It kept the group around a long time.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him tulips like roses and clover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone, don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him a word that I'm not a rover, and tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone, don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Ooh-ah, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman,
yes,
bring us a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with that come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Liberace. Mr. Sandman, someone to hold would be so peachy before we're too old. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us a dream.
This is so much fun. Thank you so much. I saw a lot of you singing along. That's great. I cannot tell you what a pleasure it is for us to have been able to be here this afternoon and to be such a nice part of this wonderful event, and especially to honor and to surprise Sharol today. We hope you were surprised. So thank you so much for having us. I don't want to forget to wish all of the mothers here today happy Mother's Day. And because you all look so happy, we thought it might be kind of fun to do a song that kind of is in keeping with that happy spirit. We're going to do a sing-along, and I know you all have heard of this song. It was a big hit for a group called The Turtles back in the day, and so we thought it'd be fun to do a sing-along. So join with us, and I think the words are going to be up on the screens.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the guy you love and hold him tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a time, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together.
Everybody sing the chorus. Go, you know it.
I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how you toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and me, no matter how you toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the guy you love and hold him tight. So happy together. So happy together. So how is the weather? So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for helping us out.
All right, big round of applause for the new Chordettes. I saw Sharol singing louder than anybody else out here. So I want to thank everybody for coming today. In front of you, there are these amazing centerpieces. These are for the families of our honored and remembered mothers. Please take them home with you. For all of you gentlemen or sons that have forgotten that it's Mother's Day on Sunday, you're scrambling for gifts. Mission Wealth is nice enough to provide each of us with a long stem rose. Please get one on your way out. Thank you for being here. This is a great representation of the compassion of the Santa Barbara community. We stick together, we cry together, we love together. And I'm very proud to be a small part of this Visiting Nurse and Hospice Care family. Thank you for being here, and happy Mother's Day. Have a great day.